sorry, laboratory. I created one more new file. Okay, to train the model. Okay, to train the model using machine learning concepts here. Okay, here the libraries I'm using the common libraries like pandas, numpy, matplotlib, cpon. Next, okay, this is for the maximum is to set the vector, okay, column wise as well as the row wise here. Now next is this is the complete clean data. Okay, yesterday we was did some more concepts, some more technique to the clean the data like categorical data, one hot encoding techniques we learned. Okay, and we got around 7,120 records and 108 features. So you can have a look on that data. It's free from text and any noisy data here. Understood? Everything is numerical data type. It is. Next is what we did. Uh, we divided the complete record in terms of test and training. Okay, for training data as well as for the testing data. So as far as training is concerned, we have kept around 80% for the training purpose, and for testing purpose, I have kept, okay. I have taken 20% of the record for the testing purposes. Understood? I'm going to choose randomly here. Okay, and next what we did, this is the complete the status X train. Okay, Y train. These many records are there. Okay, for dependent as well as the independent data. The same way X test and Y test. So these are the records for testing data. Next, what we did, okay, we took some model here. Okay, we thought of training this the model using linear regression. Okay, linear regression using lasso and rigid concepts. Okay, and this is the actually this is these are the libraries we use to train the model. Okay, using lasso and rigid. Lasso, why means it try to choose only those records where the probability of increasing the accuracy will be more. Understood? So that's the reason I have chosen uh, lasso and rigid here. Okay, yesterday I was not able to explain that, Sania. Generally, what happens here is, suppose,
Yes,
let us
sir.
imagine you have taken the records. So what happens after taking the record? It start calculating the accuracy. So after since we are choosing the record randomly, Lasso will choose only those record where the probability or the chances of getting accuracy more. Such type of records are will be chosen by Lasso and the Regis technique here. But unfortunately, what happens after training that using the linear regression, we got what is the accuracy here? We got only 79%, right?
29%.
Yeah, 79% we got, and the error was this one. Next, in the same way, okay, using the rigid also I tried, 80% we got, okay, and 62% was the error here. Next, what we thought, let's try to train our model using SVM algorithm. But unfortunately, in SVM algorithm, we got only a 20% of the accuracy. So obviously, I will not consider this SVM, okay, for this house price prediction system. Next, we'll try to have one random forest algorithm or regressor. Okay, so which is one of the best the algorithm, okay, for the machine learning, which you can use for classification purpose as well as uh, uh, clustering purpose also. You can use here. Understood? So let's try with random forest algorithm, and we'll see how much amount of accuracy we are going to get from this. Okay, so let me write here first random forest algorithm. Hold on. Random forest algorithm, or random forest regressor I will write. Regressor, regressor, regressor. So here we need a scalar. Obviously, we need a scalar here. A scalar dot uh, okay, assemble. Okay, so this is the location where the linear regressor is stored. Random forest. Just write random forest regressor. Use regressor. Okay, so since you can use this random forest even for the classification purpose also. Okay, it's kind of a universal algorithm. Okay. And random forest works completely on decision tree concepts. Next is RFR. I'll try to have an alias RFR, random forest retracer, equals to random forest. Random forest retracer. Random forest retracer. Okay, so next method, next to same concept. Here also I'm using the same. Let me copy that. I think it's better to copy. Okay, here also I'm going to check the root mean square value as well as the accuracy using random forest. Okay, HPR dot fit next to extrain, not SPR. It should be RFR, right? Participants, hello, hello. RFR extrain
Yes,
in the
sir.
same, yeah. Score rate RFR I have RFR score rate. Okay, so here also RFR score rate. Let's see how much accuracy we are going to get for our the model. Next is root mean square error rate. I want to calculate RMS value, RFR, RMS value. Here also I think it's RFR, RMS value. RFR, RMS value, RFR, RMS value. Same way here also RFR, RMS value. Here also RFR, RMS value. RFR, RMS value. Now just run this. How much we are getting? Participants? Hello?
89, 89%.
Eight, 89, yeah, 89% accuracy we are getting here, and the error rate is just 46%. Yeah, yeah.
46.
If you compare this with our rest of the other model, forget about SVM. SVM will not be considered. So here 80% I have. Okay, so when I'm using linear regression, in linear regression we have 80%, SVM 20%, and random forest is giving us around 89%, which is far better, I guess, with less amount of the error. Okay, so we can plan to we can we can plan or we can consider this algorithm, okay, for the during the development of our the project, okay, using linear sorry, random forest algorithm. But before that, let's try to check for one more the very good algorithm, widely used algorithm, okay, which is also related to decision tree, called XGBoost algorithm. Okay, let me try with XGBoost algorithm also. Okay, XGBoost algorithm. XGBoost, both random forest as well as XGBoost algorithm works on the principle of decision tree. Okay, but there are chances of getting more accuracy when it comes to XGBoost, the algorithm. Okay, so XGBoost, import XGBoost, XGBoost, XGBoost algorithm. Next is XGB, XGBoost algorithm. Next, regression. Okay, regression. So I'll just call that one XGBoost. XGBoost dot XG regressor. XGB regressor. XGB regressor. XGB regressor. 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 Fine. Next is next is the same concept remains same here. Not much changes. Let me copy this. I'll copy this one and paste it. I'll paste over here. Paste it over here. So next is, let's replace this one with this. XGB replacer with RFR replaced with this one. Here also I think. Here also. Replacer score. Next here also. Replacer score. Next here also replacer score. Next RMS is okay. Here also replacer score. Here also replacer score. Here also replacer score. Okay, replacer score. Next is, let me check here. Is there any other participants? Hello? Hello?
No, sir. No,
No, sir.
hello,
Okay,
sir.
so let me run this. Yeah. Let me run this XGBoost algorithm. See. Can you see this one? How much it is giving? 87.59.
87%.
7.59.
Okay, so 87.59 it gives. Um, I think it's better to have this random forest, no?
Random forest. Yeah.
Yeah, we can have
Yes, sir.
random forest also. So, but before that one, let me try to list out, okay, all so far whatever the models we have used to train our data. Okay, so print, let me try to print this, print of PD data frame, data frame. Okay. Uh, next is, so let me try to list out this one. Okay, so model, I want the label as model, uh, model and model. I need score. Let's say model linear regression. First our first algorithm was linear regression. So linear, I'll have linear regression first. Regression. So next, after that, let's try to have the score. Okay, so to score. That means the accuracy. Okay, how much accuracy we have got through linear regression score, and that score is stored where LR score. Okay, so you can see here. So all the stores and RMS values are stored in this one. Okay, so if you take linear regression, it is stored here in this one, LR score. Okay, so next is call that method LR score underscore score LR score. Next is the same way. Let's try to have RMS now. Okay, put this value RMS RMSC RMSC, and it is stored where LR underscore RMSC. Okay, so RMSC. Next is, let me try to run this. Okay, similarly, you can do it for the other algorithm also. Lasso is there, support vector machine is there, random forest is there, and XGBoost algorithm is there. Okay, shift and enter it. We can see here. Can you see these participants? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Yes, similarly, okay, so I don't want to, this will take a lot of time. Huh? So, similarly, you can do it for the model also. Fine. So, I'll just show you one. Next, you can plan. Okay, so while practicing, you can list out all the other models also. Copy and paste it over here. Model is, and next model is which one? Lasso, no? Next model was Lasso. Next score is stored where in LR lasso. Okay, LR lasso underscore. Okay, LR lasso underscore. RMS value is also stored where in LR lasso, okay, lasso underscore. Right. Next, run this one.
Yes, sir.
Run this one. You can see one more here, lasso. Similarly, list out all the support vector machine, random forest, and XGBoost algorithm. So as far as my right now, so after training, I have found that random forest is having the highest the accuracy. Okay. Next is what we can do here is random forest where it is stored. Uh, so let's now we can perform a lot of things like so after testing. So what we can do is, okay, just to boost the accuracy of the different algorithm. I can perform cross validation technique. We can use cross validation technique for boosting the accuracy. In cross validation techniques, what happens? Randomly it try to chooses the records, one record, and it chooses only those records from where, okay, the possibility of increasing the accuracy will be more. Okay, in the same way, there is another technique called hyperparameter tuning. So we can perform hyperparameter tuning also, okay, to increase the accuracy. Even I did in my previous projects, but unfortunately, okay, I got the same accuracy even after performing the hyperparameter tuning. Okay, so next is what I will do now. Uh, I'll try to use, one second, participants. I'll try to use XGBoost algorithm. Okay, or you can use random forest also. One second. Mm, One second, Watson. Let me try at least to perform the cross validation for my XGBoost algorithm. Okay. So let's see whether it is possible to increase the accuracy of XGBoost algorithm by performing the cross validation techniques. Okay. At least for one, I'll do it. Okay. Cross validation. Let me write here the cross validation because XGBoost is one of the best algorithm. Okay. In decision tree compared to random forest also. uh, Cross validation. Let me write here cross validation. Since I have only 87% and it is, if you check the error rate of XGBoost with random forest, have a look on this. It is also 49. Let me try to perform some cross validation for XGBoost algorithm and let's see whether it is possible to boost the accuracy of our model. Okay, cross validation. So XGB underscore. Let me try to have tune 2 I'll have tune 2 bit lengthy code. Okay, have tuitions xgboost xg regressor xg regressor base. Let me try to set some base score here. Okay, base score, let's say it should, the base score it should be 0.5, that is 50% at least. I'll try to boost this one. Booster booster uh, booster equals to db3 db next columns column sample by level. Manually I'm trying to boost this algorithm. Let's see. So one column sample column sample by node column sample by node, let's say 0.6 and 6 column sample column sample uh, column sample by tree by tree. Let's say by tree is 1 comma equals to 0. Next is importance type importance importance type importance type equals to uh, importance type equals to gain. So these are some of the features of XGBoost algorithm. Next is I'm just manually I'm giving. Actually, what happens in algorithm? I try to take automatically try to take all the values for these the features. Uh, Next is uh, learning rate. Let's try to have the learning rate here. Learning rate LR. Learning rate. Let's say 0.25%. I'll try to have the learning rate here. Maximum delta. Max delta. Max delta steps. Max delta steps equals to 0. Next is max delta step equal to 0. Next is max depth rate. Max depth rate. Let's say 4. Next, minimum child weight and date. Minimum child weight. Say 1. Next is sin 1. I don't want to have any value here. Sin equals to 1. Next is n estimator. N estimator. N estimators equals to 400. Next, n jobs. N underscore jobs equals to 1. N thread. N thread equals to 1. linear. Linear. Next is random state. Random state equals to 0. Next is regression alpha. Regression alpha equals to 0. Lambda also 0. Lambda. Lambda. Lambda equals to 1. Next is scale positive weight. Scale positive weight equal to 1. Next is seed. Seed none. Next silent none. Silent equals to none. Next is subsample. Subsample. Subsample equals to 1. And last verbosity. Verbosity equals to 1. Let me try to run this. Okay. Now next is let's try to run XGBoost now. XGBoost. I'm just performing some plot manually. I'm performing cross validation. Okay, by manually assigning some my values. Okay, instead of taking by default the system itself will take, right. So that's the reason, just to avoid that one, I'm going to have manually in the cross validation, and let's see how much accuracy we are going to get. If we are getting any improvement out there, we can consider the XGBoost instead of random forest. Okay, so next obviously Xtrain. You are there, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Xtrain, Y-train. And you might have seen, I guess, for all the algorithm, I'm performing the same procedure. Xtrain, first I'm fitting the data. Next, okay, I'm just trying to calculate the accuracy, okay, and the RMS value for the rest of the for the data. Let's see how much we are going to get. XGBoost tune2 dot score x underscore test and y underscore test. Let me run this one and let's see. There is a problem. What is that problem? XGB regressor is not defined. XGB regressor is not defined. What I have defined. Is there any typo mistake here?
Sir,
Yeah,
X.
it
Sir,
should be.
Sir,
You should. I
underscore
think.
REG,
Yes.
right?
Sorry.
XGB underscore REG.
Where?
Sir, I think you should write XGB boost dot before
Yes,
X.
yes. Here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
XGB, yes. XGB boost dot XG replacer. This is correct. One second. Let me try to run this one. Yes, I think it's executing now. Have a look on this. How much we are getting? Hello, classmates. Hello.
89.
89.48. What about this one? See, here we got 87. That means 2% of increment is there, right? After cross
Yes, sir.
validation. So, but here you take this one, random forest, 89.1 itself we are getting. Here 89.4. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that
Yes,
means,
sir.
okay, slight variations are there. Okay, as far as the accuracy is concerned. Okay, so what I will do, so instead of either you can use XGBoost or you can use random forest, it's up to you. But what I always prefer to use XGBoost when it comes to decision tree algorithm, because it is the latest the algorithm widely used in hackathons. Okay, the XGBoost algorithm, because the specialty of the XGBoost is since it is working on decision tree, and it try to focus more on the weak trees. Okay, the weak trees or the weak node where the possibility of getting the accuracy or increasing the accuracies are very less. First, it try to process such type of the nodes. Next, whatever the results we get, okay, that will be forwarded to the strongest node in the complete cluster or the decision tree. Understood? So like this, it is possible to boost the accuracy in random, sorry, the XGBoost algorithm. So you can have or you can plan even random forests. It's up to you now. Okay, there are many techniques. Remember, we can perform hyperparameter tuning. Okay, and we can have cross validations also. We can have okay. Uh, we can check for overfitting, whether it is overfitting the model or underfitting the model. Okay, so we can perform those things. We have to perform for evaluating the model, then we can finalize. Okay, which last we can finalize which model is to choose for the deployment for the deployment in the operational level. Okay, so right now I'm going to skip those things because hyperparameter will take around 3 hours. Okay, but I'll show you, but I'll share the code. So whenever you get time, okay, so when since when the moment when you start this project, okay, try to divide this project in parts wise. Okay, in hyperparameter, even you try for hyperparameter also, it takes around 3 hours. Okay, and there is a possibility that we can achieve around 92% of accuracy using XGBoost algorithm. Right now, what I will do, I'll try to use this only 89.48% for the deployment purpose. Okay, fine. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
Okay, because
Okay, sir.
Sir.
since usually for one project I have said 3 days. This is the fourth day of the project. Okay, you can. I hope you are cleared now of how to clean the data and how to design the model using uh, this simple concept for multivariate data, single dimensional data as well as a multivariate data. So you can practice that one. Now let's try to. It's time to convert this the model, that is XGB tune 2. Okay. To machine learning model. Okay, so to convert this one in terms of machine learning model, so we need one more
Sir,
library. Yeah.
sir, can you explain this one, sir? One line about each one which we have used. The parameters which
This
we have used in regressor.
um,
Means, what
that
things we
give
require
give
minimum?
even I have not studied BUM this one. Uh,
Oh,
I'll try in next session. Fine. Each
oh,
and every parameter I will try to score. I mean, usually generally what we do, uh, everything will be taken care by those libraries. Automatically that values they will give. Okay,
oh,
but next session
okay, sir.
I'll try to explain this
Okay,
everything. Okay,
okay, sir.
uh, fine. Job lib, job lib. Next is job lib. I'm pretty straightforward. If I don't know the concept, I'll say it frankly. Okay, job lib. But I will study and I'll to clear that concept. Dump.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
sir.
so there is a method called dump. Okay, so generally dump we use to convert your the algorithm into the model. Okay, joblib is a library. Okay, generally we use to convert. Next is call that name of the algorithm. I'll use this XGB underscore tune 2. Call the name XGB underscore tune 2 tune 2. Next is Bangalore. Let's try to give the name for the model. Okay, so give the name for the model B. Let's say Bangalore underscore house, Bangalore underscore house, price prediction, price underscore prediction, price underscore prediction, prediction, prediction underscore model. Okay, so this is it. Next, okay, so when you are converting uh, into the model. Okay, so generally we try to have pickle, PKL. Okay, so we try to convert into pickle model. pickle generally what happens, it is a serialized kind of a model. Suppose let us say you are passing as an in the moment when you are deploying this one in the operational level, so the client used to give or the user used to provide some kind of certain kind of an information, okay, or the data I would say, or the parameter I would say, okay. So in during while fetching that data, this is what this pickle model will do. It try to, okay, take the or fetch the data in a serialized way, one by one it try to take. So that's the reason we try to convert the machine learning model in terms of pickle model, okay. In the normal, when we are using directly, we are using any kind of an algorithm. Similarly, you take TensorFlow or Keras, you take, or you take K-train. So in that case, we cannot use pickle. So instead of that pickle, we will be using H5 extension. Okay, just keep in mind that pickle means you try to fetch the data from the user in a serialized way. Okay, random forest also, we can have random forest also. Similarly, let me try to convert random forest, the algorithm into machine learning model. Joblib dot dump is the method. Dump. What is the name? What I have given? RFR. No participants. Allow random forest.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
RFR.
sir. RFR.
RFR. Okay, RFR. So RFR. RFR. Next is give the name for the uh, give the name for the model. Okay, Bangalore.
Okay.
Bangalore underscore house underscore price underscore RFR already. Okay, RFR underscore model dot pickle PKL. Okay, let's try to run this. Try to run this. Yes, can you see this? RFR got, yeah.
Yes,
We
sir.
have got
Yes, sir.
RFR pickle model. We got now. Now, if you want to check this, uh, one second. Uh, one second. Um, Can you see this? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have a
Yes,
look
sir.
on this. So these are the two models. Okay, so you can download directly from here and you can paste it on the drive directly. Okay. So RFR
Okay.
model also have, price model also. Oh, I have. This is XGBoost algorithm. This is from the Random Forest the algorithm. Let's try to load this model. Okay, so to load the model, let me try to test here itself. Next, we'll go to deploy. Okay, so we'll try to deploy this one using Amazon Web Services. Let's try to load this model. To load the model, what I will do, load model. Load model. Bangalore price prediction model. Same thing. Price prediction model equals to joblib dot load joblib dot load. Next is Bangalore price prediction. Bangalore price prediction. Bangalore. Let me copy this. Copy this and paste it over here. Dot picker. Okay. I have. Next is run this one to load the model. It got loaded now. Let's try to test here itself. Okay, whether I'm able to predict the values or not. Okay, so to predict the values, let's try to give some values now. Okay, whether let's see whether my model works or not. It is going to predict the price of the houses or not. To do that, what I will do, I'll have predict underscore house. Next is predict underscore house price. So next is Bangalore. Bangalore model. Bangalore. Bangalore model. All that model. If bathroom bath equal to 3. Just pass the parameters here. Bath equal to 3. Nothing but the bathroom. Balcony equals to let's say 3. I'll have 3. total square feet. So these are the features. Okay, so total square feet, SQRT, SQFT, right? Now,
FT.
yeah, SQFT equals to, let's say, total square feet. I'll try to have 350. Okay, 350 I'll have, and BHK, I'll have 3 BHK. Next, price per square feet. Let me price per square feet. SQFT, correct? SQFT. SQFT is equal to, let me try to give 8,000, let's say 8,500. It's too high, I guess. Let's try to give 4,500. 4,500. Some 1, 2, 3 you try to give. Okay, floating point value. Next is area type, build up area. Area underscore type, area underscore type equals to build up area, build up area, build area. Next is availability, build up area. Next is availability. Hold on. Availability. 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 Equals to ready to move. Ready to move. Location. Give some location. Okay. So let's have the location B. Location equals to location equals to Devara Bhisana. What is this? Devara Bhisana. Only. Next, let's try to run this. Okay, just to test whether my model works or not. There is some error here. Predict house price. Predict house price is not defined. Where it is? Predict name house price is not defined. Predict house price is not defined. Just check participants. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Predict house price is not defined. What was the error here? Let me try again. Predict house price. House price. Predict house price. Predict house price. Bangalore house price now. Bathroom is 3. Balcony 3. Square feet 350. Square feet SQFT int of 350. BHK 3 have mentioned. Next is price per square feet equal to 4,000 RT1. Area type build up area. Availability. Ready to move. Location. Devara Bhisana Haldi. Try to run this one again. Predict price is not defined. Just have a look on that. Participants, hello.
Yes, sir.
Suggest me.
Hello.
What was the error there?
Sir, we gave that name area type underscore build up area equal to 1.
Where?
Sir, in our data sheet there is no column like area type, sir.
Area type is there.
Area type underscore build up area. We gave separate names for.
No. One second. No, area type is there. Build up area. Build up area. Yeah, this is there, Sanya. One second. Predict. I have confusion. Like predict price. How is it there? No? It's showing that it is not required.
Sir, maybe that name may be different, sir. Predict house price.
Most
If
probably.
you scroll up, we can.
Most probably. One second. One second. Okay. Here, so we need to. Yes, yes, you're right. Here, but before that one, okay. So, but before predicting, I need to define one function here. I have to define function. Sorry for that. I have to define one function. Let me insert. There is insert code set. Okay, so I'll take this. One second, participants.
Yes, sir.
Code sets. Yeah, we have to define that function called uh, how predict house price. Okay, so let's try to define that function with all the features we have to define here. Predict predict underscore house price. House underscore price. So house price model. Call the model. It's bathroom. Here's the parameter here. Bathroom. Balcony. Okay. Balcony. Next, total square feet area. Total underscore SQFT, right? SQFT. Next, int. Next, BHK. Next, price per square feet. SQFT. Next, area type. Area underscore type. Next is availability. Availability. Kindly check the spelling, please. Availability. Correct? Participants.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So I'm very weak in spelling, huh? I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Typo mistake. Most of the time, I'll commit that mistake. Typo mistakes. X equals to MP0. MP0. Let's try to give the length here. First, MP0s. MP0s. Length of X column. Okay, so try to take all the columns here. Get 0 numpy array, length 107 as input value for M model. Okay, so 107 is nothing but the features here. I'm going to use all the features what we have created in our data set, the clean data set. Next is let's try to add the features here. Okay, like I'll try to add the features like uh, first array x of 0. X of 0, I'll try to have the feature like bathroom. Bath. So next, in second array, I'll try to have the feature like what is that balcony? No, balcony. So balcony. Next is next second. What was that? After balcony, total square feet area. Okay, total underscore SQFT underscore SQFT underscore int. Total square feet area. Next, we try to have in third, yeah, fourth array. We try to have price per square feet. No,
BHK, sir.
BHK,
BHK.
BHK, sorry, BHK, BHK. Next, X of 4. Okay, in fifth array, price per square feet, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, price per square feet. Price underscore per square feet. Next is availability. In availability, what I will do? Uh,
Area type,
Sir,
sir.
area type.
Area.
area type, right?
Yes.
One second, one second. Area type. Yeah, if area type, area type. One second. Area type. Area type. Area underscore type. Area type. That's area type. Area type. In X column. X column. Next is area type index. Area type underscore index. Area type underscore index. But whatever we have converted into 140, that values I'm going to take here. Okay, so where x of columns, okay, column wise we have given the sequence here. Columns, area type plus area type, area underscore type. Next is area underscore type. Next is 0, 2 dimensional. So 0 and 0. 0 and 0. Next is area x of area underscore type, area underscore type index should be equals to 20. In the same way, let's have the availability. Okay, so to have the availability, if availability 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 equals to ready to move, ready to move, ready to move, and then x of 8, x of 8 should be 2. Next is location is here, right? Hello. If
Yes, sir.
okay, location. Now let's take location. Location plus location underscore setting up plus concatenate location in x of columns. Next is one second. If location columns. Next location of index equals to np dot clear x of columns equals to location locations plus location location. Next is 0 0. So next is index of location. Index of location. Next index equals to 1. In the location. And next is let's try to return the model now. X of x equals to c transform, yeah, c transform, next x value, next, yeah, This is for the 2-second NP array for free and get ID scalar NP. Next, return the model. No? Return model dot predict. Predict of x and 0. X of x to 0 to return the model for x equals to algorithm. Let me run this. Yeah, so far no problem. Let me try to run this now. Let me try to run this. Now it's price predict. What is this? Got an unexpected key called bath. Bath spelling, just check bath. BATH, right? Participants.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bath, BATH. What I have mentioned here, bath,
Above you have mentioned as batch, sir. First
BA.
line.
Yeah,
BCH.
Sir, that
That in the definition.
where it is. Yeah, batch I have mentioned. So, bath. Here, I write this. Let me run this one. We are not getting any value. Return predict. Model dot predict. Definition. Should print, right? Model in here should be here. Price prediction. Prediction. Here. Put the name of the model. Hold on, participants. Model. Okay. So model equals to xg boost xgb underscore cb underscore q. Now let me try to run this. It's not happening. C post into predicted load model C post into xcp into. Let me run this first. xcp into. Oh, 1 second first. xcp into. Yeah, it's working. It's loaded already. So it's showing there is no error. Once again, x and p zeros, length of x dot columns, bath, balcony, 2 square footing, BHK, x of 4 square feet. If area type is equal to area type, length of x columns, liquidity equals to 0. Anyways, let's try to deploy this model. Okay, we'll see there, participants. Hello, some errors are there in this. Okay, I need
Hello,
to
sir.
rectify that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's try to deploy this model. Okay, in using Amazon Web Services. So here, model already we got the model. Okay, so let me save this. Already, if you want to save this, just go to three ellipses, download this. Okay, same way, this also you download, so it will be saved in your download file. Okay, so already what I have done, so deploy this model. Okay, so we need some HTML the code. Okay, HTML files with app.py file. Okay, so deploying now. One second. Let me download this first. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it got downloaded. Now, uh, have a look on this. So I'll go here. AWS, cleaning projects, demonstration contents, class 3, house price prediction. Okay, so here, have a look on this. So for us, the important one is participant. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just concentrate now. Okay, so now if I want to deploy this model, okay, so we need extra three more files. So what I have done here is most important for us this data folder, static folder, and template folder. App.py file, which is nothing but the main file, okay, of my entire project where my the main execution takes place. So this is my model. Okay, can you see this one? House price prediction RFR model I am using. That means I'm using random forest algorithm. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, random forest algorithms to predict here. So whatever the task we did, right? Whatever the cleaning of the data, next training of the model. Okay, one by one, I'll show you that. I'll explain next. We will try to deploy this. Fine. In data, for I'm not concerned about these two folders. Okay, so forget about that one. Data, as far as data is concerned, what is there in data? Can someone tell me? So this is the format you need generally you need to follow. Okay, while deploying the machine learning model in operational level. What is this? Parsania? Hello,
Hello, sir.
hello,
Hello, sir.
Tamiza? Yeah. What is this? Yeah, what is this file? Which is this
That
file?
one word encoding.
Yeah, on hat encoding. That means the clean data set, the file it is, which is in the .csv file. Let me show you this file. Have a look on this file. Okay, so this is the clean data set. What I'm going to use to deploy my model. Okay, it contains around 7,127 records and 108 features. Okay, after cleaning everything, after cleaning that main data set. So I have stored that one under data folder. So in the same way, like in future, okay, if you are working with machine learning model, okay, whatever the main data set is there, you try to create one folder and try to dump all that data here. Okay, so next we have static. In static, just images I have. Okay, I have created one simple image, Bangalore house price prediction by Xerox IT training and projects. So just for the to display in the front of HTML the main pages. Okay, so I have created simple one I have designed with PNG format in PNG format. Hold on. Hold on. Just on normal, just for the demonstration purpose, I have designed this. Not designed, just the text is there. Okay. So next is house price. This is the background of my HTML price. Now next is if I go to template. Okay. So under template, I have index. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
HTML page. Okay. So HTML page where I'm going to fetch my data, and I'm going to dump the data on the same HTML page using render template technique in file system, Flask file system. Okay, so have a look on this. It's very straightforward. The HTML file. Okay, so here I have, this is the main general syntax. Okay, UTF I'm going to use. Title is there, like Bangalore house price prediction using ML. This is my CSS file. Okay, for the coloring or background technique, okay, I'm using here CSS file. Okay, just to have one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have one background image here. Okay, upon that background image, I'm going to deploy my HTML model. So these are the classes of CSS, H1, P1, etc. Just for the coloring purpose I have used. Next is main part of this file starts from, don't worry, I'll share this file, don't worry. Okay, you can try later. So this is the division in the first. Okay, so in the first title, everything will come, right? Or to display my image, this is the name of the image, which is stored in static and image file. This is then alternative text. If that image I'm not able to display, so I'm going to display this Zarzax IT training and project, and width is 100 here. Most important here is I've created one form. Okay, have a look on this. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I
Yes,
have
sir.
created one form here. Okay, action is, this is my template. Okay, so where my the model is stored. I'll talk about this one in my py file. Okay, I'm using post method here. Okay, so post method. Now next I have to give some values, right? Okay, so user should be able to give certain kind of values. So to give the values, what I have done, I have created one form using input align center technique. This, okay, so here my name is bathrooms. Okay, so bathroom placeholder is bathroom. Okay, width is 48, height is 10. Okay, so these are the steps. This is very important. Bathrooms, so same value I'm going to pass it to my model, and model try to predict, okay, based upon the values what you are fetching from using the post method. Okay, so same way I've done it for bathrooms, balcony, total square feet area, BHK, price per square feet, area type,
What?
house, yeah, house availability as well as house location. Okay, so I'm going to fetch all this data from the user, and based upon that data I'm going to predict it. Simple. Next is button. I have created one button to submit. Okay, to submit the data on my to app.py file. Okay, target blank. Okay, so same thing here. Next is submit. The moment when you submit, it should go to my this file. Or what is that file? This file, predicted.model file. Okay, so next is uh, okay, after to show the predicted output. Suppose let us imagine that after processing the data using the model, I have to display the model, no, or I have to display the result. So to display the result, okay, so output is stored here. So I'm storing show the to predicted value if I want to show. So I'm going to show using this method. I'll talk about this one in app.py file. Next, for the marketing purpose, I have given the link of my YouTube channel and my website. Okay. Any doubt here? Hello.
No, sir. No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. I'll share this one. Okay. I'll share you practice. You will understand. Okay. Next is, this is where this is in folder. Which folder? This folder. You have to remember these things. Huh? Data, starting and template. Template will be having your HTML file. Now next, the main execution takes place here. App.py file. Okay, let me open this. This is my main file here. Okay, so here have a look. This is the general syntax of the Flask. Okay, so Flask systems. From Flask, import Flask. So I'm going to import Flask request for get and post method. Okay, suppose let us imagine that you want to fetch the data from HTML, so we need this request. Render template. In render template, what happened? Render template technique will fetch the complete your HTML file. Okay, understood. You try to fetch the entire HTML file, which right now I have only one HTML file. Suppose if I want to fetch the entire HTML file, let's say index.html, I'm going to use render. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay, so
Yes,
here,
sir.
have a look on this. Yeah. Have a look on this. These are the libraries. I'm going to import one more called model. Suppose if I say, if I want to upload, okay, pickle model, we need this library called model. Okay. So this is the main general syntax of Flask. Okay. So app equal to Flask underscore underscore name underscore underscore. You have to give this one. Okay. So to run any Flask system, like how we follow some general syntax in HTML, in the same way we need to follow. We should follow the general syntax of the Flask also. Next is this is for the root. Okay. Root means suppose let us say, okay, you have given the IP addresses. So directly the main page will get appear. Okay, so that is going to be my root here. So as far as root is concerned, which is my root here? Can someone tell me the moment when I upload this file, which file should come should appear? Hello,
Yes, sir. Yes,
hello.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Which file should appear? It should appear index, no?
Index, yeah.
I should be able to appear index here. So here I have given the definite name of that file called home, and I'm fetching that to index.html using render template file. Okay. So in the same way, already I'm fetching the data from index file. I'm fetching the data from the users, right? Okay. To fetch the data from the users, I have created one more the link here called predict. Okay. So method I have called one more called the predict. So the moment when you are fetching the data and you are after processing, when you are dumping the data, everything will be taken care by this method. Method is the post here. Obviously, the post method I'm using. Okay, take the data from the users. To take the data from the user, what I have done, input features X from. I'm going to have one kind of an array here. Array, same array what I did in the previous model, which was not able to execute. Now next is bath. Have a look on this bath name in the index file, and it should be same here, this one. Okay, so where it is. Okay, so it should be the same here, fine. Here, okay, it should be same. Now next is similarly bath. This is a feature of the data set here. Input features. Okay, balcony, which is nothing but my second index. Total square feet, third index. BHK, fourth one. Price square feet, fifth one. Area type, sixth one. Availability, seventh one. Location, this one. These many records we require. Okay, to uh, predict. Next is what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to call the model here. Okay, predict house price, house predict house, model dot predict house price, bathroom, same parameters I'm using here also. Okay, bathroom, balcony. Next, what we have, I'm calling the model. Have a look on this. Okay, model dot predict house price, bathroom, balcony. So whatever the value I'm getting, I'm going to feed here, and I'm going to process that one using the model here. All models. Okay, so render template, whatever the result I'm getting. Okay, so that result will be stored where? In this predict price. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so in this predict file, I'm going to store that final result, and that final result will be displayed using the HTML file. Now, this is suppose if you are running this one in local machine, so we can run using this statement. Okay, debug this statement we can app.run. Suppose if you are running in the this one, what I can say, Amazon Web Services or any servers, so we need to run in this format. Let's try to check that one. Okay, so now next is already I have the entire file here. So next requirements is also required. Okay, so requirements are having all the versions of the library what we have used here. So I'm going to use the Flask 1.1, NumPy 1.18.1, SkyTickler, okay, 0.22.1, Pandas 1.0.1. This versions you will get in Colab itself. Okay, so you can check here the Colab. So suppose that is sklearn I'm using, you can have sklearn dot version you try. Okay, so I'm just try to collect that one in requirement dot file here. Okay, so these many files are required to deploy any model here. Understood? So next is what I will do. I'll try to go to my Amazon Web Services. Let's go to Amazon Web Services, AWS. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay, here, let me try to run one machine. EC2, Elastic Cloud Computing System. Okay, run instance. Run instance. 1 second, this will take little time, huh? 1 or 2 minutes. It will take. Launch instance. Here I'll use Ubuntu. Okay, Ubuntu is 18.04 I'll use. You can use any SUSE Linux also you can use. Linux if you can use. Amazon Linux also you can use. Okay. Next, configure an instance. Free tier you try, check, try with free tier or else, okay, they are going to charge you extra for that. If you are choosing any other options, name, let's see, house price prediction. Let's try to have the tag here, house price prediction. House price. Let's launch it. Here you have to add one more because if you want to access to browser, okay, so we need 8080 port number. Okay, so I'll use anywhere here 8080 to access from web browser. Okay, so I'll use all traffic here. You launch it. Next, it will ask for key pair. So I'll use the key pair batch 2. Okay, acknowledge it. Next is new instance. This will take time, huh? Around 1 minute it will take. So I'm just a fresh operating system I'm launching now. So to deploy, this will take time. It is in pending state. It should be okay. It is running now. Status should be 2 by 2 here. Any doubt, participants? Hello.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. You are understanding the concepts?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. This one, Shivarthi ma'am, not Shivarthi. What's your name, ma'am? Sorry. Swati ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Understanding
Sir,
any? Are you finding any difficulty?
No, sir.
Okay. Any
Understanding the
difficulty?
concept, sir.
Concepts you are understanding. That means if you try at least no one or if you complete these projects, you'll get confidence. Pakka 60 to 70% you can work in machine learning projects. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. The only thing is you have to practice. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That confidence should come.
Yes, sir.
In the beginning, when I started learning this one Amazon Web Services machine learning, I used to sit late night 3 o'clock. Okay.
Mm.
Because the concepts are like that. Very interesting concepts are there. Okay.
Yes.
First, just try to learn some basic algorithms. Next, you start implementing it. You really enjoy. You feel
Yes,
like
sir.
okay, so this
Okay,
is one
sir.
of the interesting field in IT sector. Yeah, it's now seen. Have a look 2 by 2 and check fast. So that means my machine is ready now. Next is click this one. Okay, select this machine. Next, copy this public IP address. Okay, copy the public IP address. Go to putty. So if you are not getting this concept, this already I have demonstrated this one in my YouTube channel. You can check there. Okay, how to launch this machine. What is this putty gen and putty softwares? Next, control and paste this one IP address. Share the key is batch 213. Okay, so this is the key. Next, open. So that means now I'm able to see. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Configure this. I configure this. This is C. This is my private IP address. So compare this one 172.31.6.246 private IP address. That means right now I'm in my remote machine. Now let me try to update this first. We need to update this first. To update this, change settings. 1 second. Selection. Appearance. Underline. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. So
Yes,
Ubuntu.
sir.
First, let's try to update this. Sudo app get update. Okay, so machine update this machine. So now it's updated. Look at this. Next, after updating, uh, I have to install pip. Okay, so I need pip. But before that one, I think it's very important to check whether Python is available or not. In fact, the Python, just hit Python 3. So Python is available. 3.6.9 is available. Okay, so next is come out of this. Come out of this one. Okay, so Python is available. Now next it's time to install the pip. Pip is required to install all the libraries. Sudo apt, pay attention please. Sudo apt get install Python p hyphen pip. Okay, so install this. I okay. So now I'm installing pip. This will take little time. Hold on, guys. With lengthy file takes time. Okay then. Right, pip is installed. Next is It's time to install Flask. Okay, so we need Flask pip 3. Okay, so this is the command, pip 3 install Flask. Flask ka F should be capital 1. Okay, so Flask. Okay, Flask is installed now. Now let's try to see if there is there any folder. Is there any file or folder? Okay, to have that one, generally we use ls. Is there any folders here? Files? Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Please. Okay, pay attention. Just 5 minutes cover. Okay, just 5 minutes. I'll try to take 5 minutes. Pay attention. Unless there is no folders and files here. Okay, so we need to upload that complete project file. To upload that complete project file, what I will do, I'll try to use WinSCP. Okay, WinSCP. Let me close this. C. WinSCP. If you are using Windows, you use WinSCP to transfer the file from your local machine to your Amazon Web Service engine or EC2 engine. So this is your local machine area, and this is your remote machine area. Okay, so to connect this, what I have to do is, let me delete this. First, go to new site, click on new site. Here it is asking for host name. So host name you will get from here. So this is my EC2 engine. So this is, copy this one. Okay, public IPv4 DNS. Okay, copy this public IPv4 DNS, paste it over here. Next, the name should be Ubuntu here, since you are using Ubuntu. So give Ubuntu here. Name of the next. Next, there is no password. We have the key. Go to advanced. Go to advanced. Next is authentication. Next, click here. Bash 213, which is nothing but my the key. Open it. So I'm sharing that one. Okay. Next, save this. Better you save this first before running. Okay. So next is login. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hello? Okay. So
Yes,
now
sir.
this is, see, this is my local machine where my complete files are there. Okay, of my project. So this is my remote machine where nothing is there. Now to, okay, so dump this one or to transfer this, what I will do, I'll just try to select all the files and folders and drag it here. So that means automatically it is, I'm transferring the entire the files and folders of the project from local machine to my remote machine. So now have a look at this. So entire files now I have transferred to my remote machine. Now let's, okay, now go to SC EC2 engine. Hit on ls. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so all the files, folders, and my model, everything is in this EC2 engine. Now it's time to run this. Before running, okay, so I have to install some libraries here. Okay, so the list of the libraries in this folder. Okay, requirement.txt, sorry, the file. So to run, okay, to install those libraries, what you can do is pip pip3 install. Okay, install -r. Okay, -r recursive. Call that file name, that is requirement.txt. Enter. It started, okay, executing all the packages which are required in my project. Yes, I think it has, yeah, complete successfully executed. Let me clear this. Clear. Next, go to ls. Now it's time to run my app.py file. Okay, to run app.py file, you can have Python p, call that name app.py and run it. Enter. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That
sir.
means server is
Yes, sir.
running now,
Yes, sir.
up and running. But the problem here is, this is when you are running in local machine. Okay, 127.00 point. This is for the local machine. Let me try again if I'm able to access or not. So to do that one, what you can do is just copy your public IP address. Go to your browser. Okay, paste here. Next, hyphen 8080 you put. Okay, 8080, which is nothing but a port number here. That's not possible because it is not linked actually. Okay, so server it's not working. So what I have to do is I have to do some modification here in my app.py file. Control C here. Let's go to open that app.py file. Vi app.py. Okay, so this is my file. Insert mode. Go to last. Okay, so this is where my exact application file is working or running. So what I have to do here is, okay, replace this one with host equals to, okay, so give the universal, okay, so 0.0, that means from any IP address I should be able to access if you are giving 0.0.0.0. Okay, so next is, what is the port number? I'm going to access my file from 8080. Okay, 8080. Now next is escape. Okay, shift WQ, colon WQ. Save this. Again, try to run this. Okay, app.py file. Can you see this? Can you see
Yes.
the changes here, participants?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have a look. 0.008080 port. Now I think we can run this file. Again, you copy this. Go to your browser. Paste here. Colon 8080. 8080, which is nothing but your port number. Enter. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a look
Yes,
on
sir.
this.
Yes,
Have a
sir.
look on this. That means I have deployed this. Okay, I have deployed this model. Bathroom 2, balcony, let's say 1, total square feet area 550. Let's have PHK 2, square feet area 4300. Okay, here area type, area type, area type. I think here some mistakes are there. That means that option should come. Area type. Let's try to have the area type. Uh, area type plot I'll have. No. Area type plot area I'll have. Plot area. Plot area. If this is there, I mean, plot area. Here some modifications are required. Availability. House availability. House availability. Ready to move. Ready to. Ready to move. Ready to move. Next is house location. Deva. Deva. Devaraya. Devara. Sana. Devara Sana Haldi. Devara Sana Haldi. Let's try to predict this house price. Valuation method. It's not predicting yet. I will this 1 second, participants. Can you see this? Here, enter the information to predict the house. Bathroom 2, balcony, let's say. Bathroom 2, balcony, let's say. Bathroom 3, balcony, let's say 2. Next, total square feet area 1672. Next, BHK 3, house price per square feet 8971. Next is about 29.7. Area type is plot area. Plot area. Next is availability, ready to move. Ready to move. Next is location Devanahalli. Let's try to predict this. Please enter the valid value to nearest to value. Okay. Not predicting. It's not predicting. 1 second, Pastor. Anyways, I'll rectify this one and I'll get back to you. Fine. Hello.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is how we are.
Hello, sir.
So maybe, yeah, maybe because somewhere in model, okay, while calling the model in HTML file, we have some problem. Otherwise, it will predict. Fine. Once again, let me try one more time. Bathroom 3, balcony 3, total square feet area. Say 1921, PHK 3. Area square feet 1651. Area type. Not area. Ready to move. House location. This one is going to my site. Showing here. Anyways, I'll rectify this problem. Okay, then I'll show you. Maybe within 5 minutes I'll complete that one. And next, let's go to the next project, that is sentiment analysis, disaster management sentiment analysis. Sorry, quit disaster management sentiment analysis using BERT algorithm. Fine. You NLP
Yes,
technique.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay then. Okay then. Thank you.
Okay.
Any doubt? Any questions? Let me. I'll rectify that one and I'll show you. Fine.
Sir, sir,
Yeah.
every time we need to go and check for that IP address, sir. Whenever we are deploying any
Yes.
file, every time we have to go and
Yes, madam.
install all those commands.
Yeah, see here IP addresses you can convert into domain name service. Actually, what happens the moment when you are installing new EC2? Okay, so you will get a different IP address. There will be no. Okay, so same IP address for every instance, different IP addresses for you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so that is
But
I have made it as like practice while practicing. Okay, since the IP addresses are changing, generally what I used to do, I used to copy the IP address and I used to deploy them.
okay, sir.
Yeah.